Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. At the 25-yard line. Looking to throw is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. You talk about this Giant defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from Maple's draft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees him crease, and burst through a solid game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more of a priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
First down, here's Scatterby. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Dart going to look to throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who our playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You talk about this Giant defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
What is that?
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
What is that?
Throwing is Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rome Odunze from 3 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Throwing his dart. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Throw left side complete. That's Fields. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Third and 9 here. They'll throw again. Dart. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Khalif Raymond deep for the Giants. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To the air, Williams. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
To throw, Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
What is it hard?
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 2 yards to go, second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the gun, here's Williams. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Working out of the gun, Williams. Throw right side taken in by Odunze. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty,
and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland from 13 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Here's Dart. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
They find some open field here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing his dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down, Giants.
To throw now, Dart. And he finds Austin complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, second. half the 60, half the 60. 18 Rattler.
To the air, Dart. Touchdown! Malik Neighbors as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, Williams. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Montez Sweat with the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Dart. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Dart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bears take over.
44-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Throw caught by Raymond. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
What is up?
Swift going to try up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw, Dart. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Gain of 4 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, New York.
To throw, Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Dart. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fields. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Giants.
From the gun, here's Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They get to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Dart going to give to Scatteroo. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's Dart. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And the Giants first down. First and goal, New York.
Dart going to look to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jackson Dart taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Scatteroo to start the drive. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, New York.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. Complete, it's Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard
line. Now Dart. Again, it's Johnson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Malik Nabers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
There's a short one caught by Logan. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. And now off to the races, down the right side. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monangai. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And now they'll shift things around. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Oh, some strong running. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. That's caught by Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin. I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hats up in the sky, and we keep getting and matching down, that you cannot deny.